In this demonstration, we are going to learn about the vectors in Oracle AI database. Vectors was introduced as part of Oracle AI database 23 AI version, and it is supported in 26 AI as well. Suppose if you have just started your career in AI, then you would be very much interested, or you would be needing to learn about vectors in order to build the AI applications or AI agents using the Oracle database. So we'll have quickly walk through on the vectors, how we can create one, and what's the purpose of having the vector in the database. Briefly, we are going to see what is vector and what's the purpose Oracle has introduced vectors in the database, what they actually are, and how we can create one, and how we can calculate the distance. Now, before we learn about the vectors, we have to understand about the traditional data, what we use to store in the relational database. I have connected to my ATP or the Oracle AI database 26 AI version using the SQL developer extension. If I show you one of the table data, what I have stored in my AI database, that is related to the employees, wherein I am storing the employee ID, first name, last name, department, and the salary. So this is the structured data. By using this table or the data stored within the table, we can use the regular or the standard SQL queries, like get the data for so and so employee based on the ID, or we can use some conditions like clause or any other condition numerical in order to fetch the employees whose salary is within some range, something like this. Now let's assume you have stored the non-structured data like the emojis, video, image, any text, or a display picture what you have uploaded into your social media platform, or it could be any document like the Word document, PDF document. It could be any unstructured data. Now suppose if you have to build an AI, or if you are storing such kind of document within your AI database, and if you are looking for a specific data within the documents, then the vectors concept will come into the picture. A vector is nothing but it is the numerical representation of the data. Like suppose if you want to represent the data within your document or an image or something else, then it will be broken down into the dimensions. Like if you see over here, a vector is nothing but it is represented with the dimensions like more than one numerical number separated by the comma. So this will act like a fingerprint in order to identify the exact data within the image, any product description, the document, so on and so forth. And in the AI terminology, this is called as an embedding of the data. So whatever you see over here, this is called as an embedding. So when we convert data into the embedding or the vector, which means we can locate the similar things using these numbers. So we will see how it will look like when we go ahead in this class. Now let's assume you might be using the Google Maps from a long time. And if you want to identify a particular location, and each location is identified by the longitude and the latitude. So these are the numbers. So you can consider any data like a place whose location can be identified with the latitude and the longitude numbers. So this is how Google will be locating your location. And if you ask nearby hotels or the restaurants, then it will try to see this latitude, longitude, which is registered or associated with the respective locations of restaurants. Then it will recommend the same place to you. So the vectors or the embeddings stored within the Oracle database will act similar like that. Suppose if you have uploaded a policy document within the Oracle AI database, and if you're asking what is the leave policy, then the vector search we can use, and we can locate exactly the place within the document where we have mentioned about the leave policy. Your policy document could be a lengthy document as well. So this is how the vectors or the embeddings will come into picture. So this I have already explained. Like in a traditional SQL, the data will be structured and it is stored like this. But in the modern days, the data is not structured. You can store the data as an image, a document, video, or anything. So in order to locate the exact data or similar documents, or if you want to find the keyword within the document, then the vectors will be coming into picture. Now, one of the good part of Oracle is Oracle didn't build the separate database that is for AI. It has built AI within your ATP database. Just with the one click, you can upgrade from 19C ATP to the 23 AI or 26 AI. So your existing knowledge, whatever you have within your Oracle skill set, that is SQL, PLSQL, you can use in order to leverage the AI capabilities within the Oracle database. You don't have to learn something else for working on Oracle AI database applications. Now where this actually be used, that is the vectors in Oracle AI database. First and the foremost thing is the natural language search over the documents or the tickets, the knowledge base you can use. Also, you can use this for the product recommendations. Suppose if there are multiple products which are available in your database, and if the data is segregated across the unstructured data, then you can make use of these vectors in order to store the embeddings. And whenever the user searches for a keyword, like if I want to have a microphone in order to record the YouTube videos, then you can recommend the best microphones that is in the particular budget or whatever the specification customer is asking for. And also this can be used for the RAG, that is the retrieval augmented generation. So this and the natural language are overlapping over here, like getting the data from the document or some knowledge bases. Also, we can use these vectors in order to detect the fraud and the anomaly. Also, we can make use of these vectors on the embeddings in order to store the image, audio, and also we can make use of this feature in order to detect the duplicate content using the similarity search. Suppose if you have uploaded a video on the YouTube and someone has downloaded or duplicated that video, then YouTube can make use of this particular concept and check whether someone has copied your content, and they can send a copyright notice to the uploader. Sky is the only limit when we are using vectors in the Oracle AI database. First and the foremost thing is we will learn how we can make use of vectors while creating the table. Now here is the simple query. Let me copy this to the SQL developer. First and the foremost thing over here is we will try to drop the table if it is been created already. Let me run this query. So we don't have any tables as of now. This is the simple create table statement I'm having. Here I'm telling that I want to create the table with the name vector basic, wherein I'm having one column that is V, whose type is vector. So this is the new data type was introduced as part of the 23 AI. My table has been created successfully. Now let's see the specification. Let me run this describe. Here if you see, I'm having a table that is the vector basic. It is having two columns. One is ID, whose data type is number, and I'm having one more column V, whose type is vector. I have not mentioned the dimensions over here. So that is star means it can store any embedding of any length. Suppose if you want to restrict, like if you tell that I want to just store only two numbers, then you can restrict. We will see shortly how we can restrict the same. Now let's insert some data over here. Let me run this insert statement. So we have successfully inserted all the data. Let me click on commit. Now let's verify the data. In order to see the data available in the table, we can run our common SQL query, that is select star from the vector basics. If you see the results over here, ID is taking the numeric value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming to the vector embedding, it is storing the huge number like an exponential. That would be fine. Now here if you see, one of the embedding is having 3 dimensions, that is 3 numbers, and one is having only 1. It is happening because we didn't restrict the size over here. This is how we can store the embeddings in the database or in the vector column. Now let's consider one of the realistic approach. I will create one more table, that is the product catalog, wherein I would be storing the product ID, product name, the embedding, and the primary key will be our ID. So let's create this table. Let me get rid of this. Let me run one by one. First, let me see if any table is there with the name product catalog. It's not available. Let me just clear. Then I will be creating this table, that is the product catalog. Done. Let's verify the specification of this table we just created. It's having 3 columns. ID is number, it's a primary key. Product name is a varchar 2 of 50 characters. And then we are having this embedding column. Here we have restricted the size. We are telling that we want to store the embedding of 3 dimensions, that is 3 numbers, having the floating point 64 size. Now let's enter few data into this table which we just created. Let me run this. Done. We have successfully inserted the data, that is the product data. Now let me check the data available in my table. Let me run this query. One of the interesting aspect here to observe is the dimensions. We have restricted the size of this vector column to have 3 dimension data only, and the 64 floating point numbers we can store. Now here if you see, we are having the dimension as 3, 1, 2, 3. All the data whatever we are storing over here or the embeddings is having 3 dimensions. This is how the embeddings are stored for wireless mouse speaker. And if you are having one more mouse which is again the wireless, then the dimensions will be very similar or nearest one. So we are not going into the embedding concept, how to generate the embedding. So we are just focusing on what is vector and how the embeddings are stored in the vector column in the database. For your quick understanding, you can consider that all the wireless mouse, when the embeddings are generated using the embedding clients, like you can make use of any of the clients on Oracle, GenAI or OpenAI, any models you can use. When the embeddings are generated for a particular product, then the embeddings generated for each of the category, like the wireless mouse kind of products, then the embeddings will be nearest to each other. Coming to the speaker, it will be very far. 1.1 is not equal to 2.2, it's very far. So this is how the dimensions are generated for the embeddings. Now this was regarding creating the table using the vector column and restricting the size. Now we'll see how we can update the dimensions or the embeddings. Suppose if the product has been changed, like suppose if the customer has upgraded the product from one version to another version. For example, if you have purchased a product from BEENUM Learning like the wireless mouse, we have launched Gen 1 version of wireless mouse this year, and by next year we will be upgrading our wireless mouse to Gen 2. Then we have to again regenerate the embedding for the new product and store. And we are not going to create one more listing on Amazon. So we are going to just change the product in the same listing. In that case, we have to update our embedding. So we'll see how we can update the embedding. So in this case, we can make use of this update statement. So all the learnings, whatever you have for Oracle SQL, you can make use of the same over here as well. That is, you don't have to learn any new language. Let me commit this. Now let's again run this, and we have to just see this ID number 2. Here we have updated to 2.899. Earlier it was 2.2. It's over here. So this is how you can update the embeddings which you already stored in the vector column in the database. Now coming to the deleting a particular record, we can make use of the delete statement where we can identify a particular record using the unique identifier. In this case, the product ID is 5. We want to delete. Now let me run this delete statement. Done. Let me commit this. Now let's again see the product. This time we should not be able to see the 5th product. That is ID number 5 has been successfully deleted. So this is how you can create, update, delete the records in the Oracle AI database, storing the embedding in the vector column. Now let's come to the most interesting topic, that is calculating the distance. As I told earlier, all the wireless mouse, when the embeddings are generated by using any of the embedding models, be it from Oracle or non-Oracle, the embeddings for the similar products are generated having the smaller distance. Now the distance how you calculate differs based on the method what you are using. Default method what Oracle uses is a cosine, but other methods are also available like the Euclidean, dot, Manhattan, so on and so forth. Coming to the cosine, it refers to the cosine distance. It means the angle between the two vectors rather than the straight line distance between their endpoints. Now the cosine works like calculating the angle rather than the straight line or the distance. It doesn't measure the distance between the 2 points, that is the nearest embeddings, as a nearest product. Rather, it will calculate the angle. Smaller the angle means it is able to identify that 2 products are same. Like here in this case, if it sees that couple of products are having the smaller angle, it will automatically consider it as a similar product. Now coming to the cosine similarity, the range is -1 to 1. When it calculates the cosine similarity search, if the value is 1 means exact same direction, means the products are identical. If it is 0 means they are unrelated, and if it is -1 means it is completely opposite. Like here, if you consider wireless mouse and Bluetooth speaker, the distance is -1. In this case, it will come when it is actually calculating. Means a speaker is not same as a mouse. Now coming to the wireless mouse and the wired mouse, the similarity or the cosine similarity will be close to 0. Means it will identify it like a mouse but not exactly a wireless mouse. But it could end up in your search as well when you are searching on Amazon or any other marketplace using the cosine similarity. Now also there is the cosine distance. It ranges from 0 to 2. 2 means opposite, 1 means unrelated, 0 means perfect match. So this is how the cosine method works. Now let's consider calculating the vector distance using this cosine method. Let me copy paste this over here. Here what we are doing is we are going to select the product name whose vector distance we are calculating, that is the embedding over here, and we are comparing this with one standard embedding number. In your case, you could be searching with the keyword. Your keyword has to be converted into the embedding before it matches with the embeddings which is stored in the vector distance. Now there are a lot of embedding models available. You can have one within the AI database itself. Now in this class, we are not focusing much on embedding models, rather focusing just on knowing what is vector and how the vector distance works in Oracle AI database. Coming to the cosine, this is the method Oracle uses over here in order to calculate the vector distance. In this case, embedding is the vector column and it stores the embedding for the products in our table, that is the product catalog table, and we are trying to match this embedding that is using this cosine. So let's see what is the product it is returning. Let me run. So we have encountered the error over here. So this is related to the dimension. So in our case, the product catalog vector is of floating 64. By default, if we don't mention what is the dimension over here, it will default to float 32. So we'll try to convert. In order to do the typecasting on the vector, we can make use of this keyword toVector. Here we can open the brackets and tell this value, whatever we are using, is of float 64. So we'll give this and we will try to mention the same float 64. Now it looks proper. We are telling the embedding stored in the vector column, it is of this format, and we want to match the products which is having this embedding nearest. Now let me just run this. This time we are getting the value saying the nearest vectors for this are the gaming keyboard and so on and so forth. Now in order to improve the speed of the search using the vector search, that is the vector distance, we can make use of this keyword which is being introduced in the Oracle AI database, that is approximate. So using this, your queries will be returning the much accurate result and very faster. Now if you see, when we click on run, it is returning the data very quickly. Also, alternatively, you can make use of the vector index on this column. So we can create the vector indexes on the vector column so that it can increase the speed of the search, that is by vectorizing the data stored in that particular column. So these are the couple of ways how you can tune your SQL query in order to return the data faster. So this is just for your understanding. We have made use of this vector distance. It doesn't mean all these products are same, because keyboard is not same to the charger. Even the values which are stored, that is in the decimal places, that also will matter, and all the three embeddings whatever you see, it will try to match with all the data stored over here and return the best possible result. Now this was in short how we can store the data, that is the embeddings for unstructured data like the document, image, video in the Oracle AI database, that is by using the column of type vector. And also we have seen how the vector search works, that is by considering one of the methods, that is cosine. Also we have seen how we can create a table, insert, update, delete. Also we have seen how we can select the records from the AI database. Now in order to go from here, we can make use of the ONNX model available within the AI database, that is to generate the embedding. Also we can make use of select AI feature in order to build the AI applications using Oracle Apex or Visual Builder. Also, we can dive deep further and understand how Oracle neighbor partition and the neighbor graph feature works in order to improve the vector search using our Oracle AI database. So we'll try to explore slowly all these concepts going ahead in our classes.